Hello, 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 hello.
Again.
We are here again. This is part 2 of Mei Leaf Sessions number 7. We had to stop the last one because it was buffering like crazy according to the chat room. Now guys, in the chat room, I would like to know whether or not you can hear and see us loud and clear. So guys, please do let us know. Can you see us? Can you hear us? How's it going? Good, this is looking good. Yes, are we all right? Are we like robots buffering like crazy, or are we okay? Listen, let us know. We'll keep an eye on the chat room, but you know, thank you so much for your patience.
It happens.
It happens. YouTube sometimes likes to mess with us a little bit. We don't know if it's gonna work, but hey, we'll try. Okay, so I was talking about Jinshuan Oolong, and I was saying that Jinshuan Oolong or milk oolong, if you go to a shop and you see the words milk oolong, you have to ask the question, is this artificially scented or not? And if a tea seller starts to say to you, oh no, it's natural and it was milk, it was watered with milk, or it was irrigated with milk, or it was dried over milk.
No.
It's not true. It's just simply not true, okay? It is not true. That really strong smelling milk oolong that you smell when it has that real strong smell of milk, it's never gonna be the real thing, okay? It's not gonna be the natural variety. Oh no, still got a buffer. Look, you know, we're gonna just roll through this one. It says we're good here. Yeah, we would advise you to focus on the natural stuff. Now, I have to hold my hands up, right? We were asked so many times for a milk oolong that we did source an artificially scented milk oolong. We call it silk oolong. Yeah. And it's one of my kind of guilty kind of secrets that I don't really like. We've talked about it on the website. It's not really a secret. We tell everybody. But really what we hope that you do is focus on getting the real stuff. So look for Jinshuan, and hopefully it will work. I'm sorry if we're buffering. I don't know how we can improve the situation. So sorry guys. Try to turn down the resolution and see what happens. Okay, let's focus on...
I've let these ones out and now... Oh, I still got it.
So what we have here is Jinshuan. Both of them are Jinshuan. They're both from Alishan. They're both picked in the same season. They're both from the same plantations, but one is lightly roasted, the other is really deeply roasted. And I have to say, we went through a lot of different roasters, remember?
Yeah, oh my God, it's true.
We went through a lot of different roasters to find the best roasting method for this, and it's very unusual the way that we roasted. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. Okay. So, the smell, let's start with this one.
Okay.
Smell of Alishan cream. Let us know your tasting notes if you're smelling Alishan cream. I know it's probably a few sessions in now for you because you've been waiting for us with this YouTube issue that we've been having. What are you getting?
It's like condensed milk mixed with like being high up in the mountains. You know, you get this fresh, verdant smell to it with condensed milk. Yeah. It's got that sweet smell to it.
So what you notice with the Alishan cream or any natural Jinshuan is it's going to have a milky note, but it's not going to be in your face milky, and it's going to have much more of those, as you say, verdant, lush, high mountain notes as well.
And to be honest with you, when we went to the Lishan mountains, it was that smell was so potent in the air. And went to Taiwan, it was just so like... Yeah, this is the smell of the mountains. If anyone so has gone to Taiwan, but it's got a little bit more roast on it. It's got a slight roast on it. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Woo, completely different. Let me show you the leaves of this one. So there's your Alishan cream. Oh, I love
versus
the smell. It's just got saltiness. It's got like, okay, it's got the sweet kind of caramel, like, you know when you have like those, it's like a custard caramel and then they burn the caramel
you're talking about creme caramel, yeah, creme caramel, yeah, where it's got that burnt sugar smell.
Yeah, but then it has a bit of salt added to it, you know, it's got that
it's got a real savouriness to it as well.
That's why it's so interesting.
Let's brew it up. Brew it up with hot water, boiling water, as close to boiling as you can. It's a very different. It demonstrates how the roast has a big effect on flavour. So clearly, the roast has really brought out a lot more of the toasted notes, a lot more of the roasted nut notes. Definitely, really interesting. And we made this roast long, extended period for lower temperature. So instead of a hard hitting, so the way that they roast teas has a huge effect, whether or not they roast them on charcoal, whether or not it's roasted in air. In Taiwan, it's mostly roasted just with electric heat, but the temperature and the time, just like cooking, has a very big effect. Yes, Mishkin is behind us. Mishkin, do you want to say hi? He's looking a bit grumpy. Okay, so we're going to brew this up and then have a smell. While you do that, I want to give a quick shout out to my friends in Brazil.
Oh yes!
A little girl called Mei. Hello Mei, if you're watching.
Hello.
She sent us this clay cup. How artisan, how stylish, how unusual. I'm sure that you guys out there, you Teaheads, are all longingly looking at this beautiful clay cup and thinking, I wish I had my own one. No, it's mine. This is a limited edition. I'm not sure if I can drink from it. The clay smells like it might be
smells quite strong.
It smells a little bit chemically, but thank you so much, Mei. And her brother, Jun, drew this picture for us.
How cool is that?
Go to Mei Leaf. We could not agree with you more.
Honestly, we didn't intend to write this down.
Look at that, with the Gongfu teaware. So Mei and Jun, brother and sisters, and yes, for those of you wondering, I did tell the parents that if they have another child, they must call that child Jin, so that we have Jin Jun Mei, obviously, right? Because you've got Jun and Mei, we need to have Jin Jun Mei. So, you know, I'm waiting, Michelle, for the other child, and we can finally, you know, all the stars will be in alignment, and we'll have Jin Jun Mei in the family. Okay, let's look at the color. Can you show the color of the liquor? So surprising, actually, that the color is not that different. I mean, it's different, of course, but it's not as different as you might expect, right? Looking and smelling the leaves. Okay, let's give this a taste.
All right, which one should we start with?
Let's start with the Alishan cream. It's been a while since I've had Alishan cream, actually.
Yeah.
So finally, you know, 38 minutes in, we're finally sipping tea. Cheers, Teaheads.
Cheers, guys.
To each and every one of you watching, joining us. Bring your sofas in. Come in a bit closer. We're working. I hope that it's not buffering too badly. We're going to have to live with it. Hey, you know, if there's anything about tea people, we roll with the punches, right? Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Yes, Adam, if they have a Jin, we will have to do a deal so that Jin Jun Mei, if they make another child and they call that child Jin, we're going to have to do some special deal for Mei Leaf lifetime memberships. I don't know what. This tea, let's focus.
So creamy.
Texture, medium to thin, refreshing. It's got that high mountain bite, that high mountain, lushness, isn't it?
Lush, yeah.
A sappy kind of greenness to it.
Okay, that's good. Sappy green.
But there is this distinct lactone texture and taste.
Yeah, that creaminess, but it's not like the condensed milk that I was smelling at the beginning. It's more kind of dilute, but with a strong aroma, you know, it traps the aroma quite well in the palate.
Well, that's one of the big differences actually when you taste an artificially scented milk oolong. I have to say, some of them are awful, right? True. Especially the ones from China, generally. Sorry, but that's kind of, you know. And then there's some that are okay from Taiwan that are actually pretty good. And they use the jinshuan and they kind of just amp up the milk. But one of the problems with artificial flavors is that when you hit it with hot water, the smell disappears quite quickly and it's left with not such a strong flavor as the smell. But with this tea, it is got this really distinct, rich kind of intrinsic creaminess to it.
Yeah, and it has a little bit of a floral note, like one of those flowers. What is flowers called that have lots and lots of petals and they're very beautiful?
You're asking the wrong person. Ask the chat room. Flowers with lots of petals that look beautiful. Not much to go on, guys. Rhododendrons. Rhododendrons. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it has got that. I think we wrote that in the tasting notes.
Maybe that's why I remember that.
Yeah, it's got that it's definitely got high alpine flower.
Yeah, it's got taste. It's got that floral thing.
All right, should we move on to the Midnight Sun?
Yeah, okay.
We all right out there? Cheers, everyone.
Cheers,
Midnight Sun.
Guys. Clink. So different. Oh my god.
It's been a while since I've had Midnight Sun. It's got a kind of dark caramel, like slightly over toasted pecan nuts.
Oh my god, they're so good. Yeah.
Got that little char on it.
Yeah, the nice thing is because pecan nuts have that creamy note, it's kind of
Miranda,
sweet.
Nice purchase on the Gong Fu Guru. Sorry, just thought I'd throw that out there.
That's alright. Yeah, it's got that creamy note, like pecans are quite sweet and creamy.
Yeah.
So you saying that?
Yeah, but you can still notice this creaminess. So you would notice that it is a creamier. Compared to your frozen summits, which are usually chin shin, that have that roast, that dark roast. It's a different kind of taste with the Jinchuan. Really, really nice. Pairs very well with cheese, I seem to remember.
Oh, you did one, video with your sister, right?
I seem to remember. Pairs very, very well with cheese. Okay, someone's offering us some white tea from the 1980s. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind, I have to say.
Oh my
I wouldn't
god,
mind.
That sounds good.
Okay, so all you people out there, I'm sorry for the kind of stop-start. Thank you so much for taking part. Yeah. We're drinking Alishan Cream versus Midnight Sun. It's not a versus, they're both delicious teas. One definitely has a lot more roast, but the roast kind of brings a kind of soy, savory.
Yeah, I was thinking like it's like soy sauce-ish thing going on, but like it has more complexities to it, I find, with the roast.
Yeah, well, the roast gives it length. It definitely gives it a certain structure that is not there for the Alishan Cream. The Alishan Cream is all about kind of silky, soft, smooth. Versus the roast.
Yeah, more floral.
What if it's a tea bag from the 1980s? Less interested, Matthew, less interested in that. But still, 1980s white tea bag, you never know. By the way, for those of you watching, we're running a Twitter poll. Let us know which pairing you would like us to do, whiskies or single origin chocolates.
Yeah.
That's Twitter poll running right now.
True.
So the recap on Jinchuan is make sure you look for pure Jinchuan unscented. If any of your tea sellers tell you that it's been manufactured with milk in any way, they are not telling you the truth. Right, intentionally or unintentionally. I'm not saying that they might be getting bad information. Focus on the Jinchuan variety. Focus on tasting the pure stuff. And then you can mess around with the roasted stuff as well. Let's do another infusion of this.
Yeah. Sweet.
All right, guys.
I don't know if we should tell you guys again what we're doing in this session, or should we just leave it?
No. We'll just focus right now on getting this together.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna turn this off in case that's causing some buffering. All right, guys. Questions and answers time. We're gonna focus back on the tea once that's done. Questions and answers time. Let me know any questions and answers, and then we're going to be doing some giveaways of the Alishan Cream and the Midnight Sun. Any questions out there? What is the name of this tea pet? Do we have a name for this tea pet? I'll show you the tea pet.
You know what? This is embarrassing. We don't have a name. I did think about it, but I don't know. I'm quite picky with my names. I don't think.
Okay, you guys, you got to name it. Name the tea pet. Name the tea pet. All right, any questions out there? Rachel, tea votes. Yes, we've switched plans. different factory. We're finding new styles because clearly the way that we wanted it to be done, which has never been done before, for some reason can't be done. I am not a ceramic stroke porcelain person, so clearly I assumed that my designs would work, but didn't come out. Okay, so will you ever sell yellow Yixing clay pots? We will try when we find them. That's on our list. We're doing a big teaware scouring at the moment of lots of different teaware. That's pretty much where most of our focus has been on for the past month. So we're looking, and we're going to be heading over to China in a few weeks, and then obviously we'll be searching again when we're in China. So keep an eye on that.
Always looking.
Name it Nishiki. Nishiki, another name. Claire saying we should call it fish face. Very different styles in the name. Nasir, your birthday is the 5th. Shout out, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday to you. Okay, let's see what other questions. Oh, the chat room is moving fast. I will move to the chat room and I'll have to try to remember to leave the chat room because I know it disturbs some of you. Any news for Oriental Beauty? We will have to wait until summer. For Giorgio and JZA, Eastern Beauty, we will have to wait till summer. That's when the new harvest will be. So unfortunately, we have to be patient.
I think it'll be good.
Don and Celine, what pairing of music do you recommend for an aged pu'er that'll get you buzzing? Oof.
Oh.
Depends what kind of vibe you're in.
Yeah.
I quite like a little bit of kind of chugging deep house kind of, not cheesy house, but like just kind of, you know.
You're thinking.
What's
It's Polo and Pan a bit like that.
Polo and Pan. Polo and Pan. Yeah, Polo and
guys.
Pan are good. Polo and Pan. Kind of weird, childish, psychedelic, housey stuff. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Kind of trippy.
What does ball rolling do for an oolong that's different from strip rolling? Well, one of the things that ball rolling does is it allows it to be vacuum sealed, and that keeps it fresh, really fresh and locked in for longer. With strip oolongs, you can't vacuum seal, it would crush them all. So storage and transportation is definitely improved with ball rolled oolongs. There is something in the ball rolling as well that is related to holding in flavor, which is why jasmine pearls are ball rolled, because once you've kind of like, once it has a fragrance, it gets ball rolled. But that doesn't really apply so much for for pure teas. It's more for the scented teas. I hope that answers your question. Perfect pot for ball rolled. Anything that has height. You want it to have height because you can see how it expands. If it doesn't have height, it's going to be no good.
True.
Do you plan to do a Yencha masterclass like the one you did with Tieguanyin? I don't think we'll be doing it with this trip, but it's definitely on our plans to head into Wuyi and dive deep into that one. When can we expect new Gaiwan lids designs? Good question. Yeah, we're working with different designers now because we can't do everything ourselves. So we're working with different people and trying to figure out what we can do with that. But we are on that.
Cool stuff coming up.
Oh gosh. Okay, it's moving very fast here. Any chance we could see T-boats, the T-boats designs that didn't work out? Sorry, interrupted cadence. We're going to still pursue those. So we're not going to release those designs until we definitely can't do them anymore, and then maybe you guys can do them. Do we only drink Mei Leaf tea? No. In fact, I have to say, a lot of the tea we drink is not our own because we've got so many samples to get through. One of the most frustrating things that we have is once we've selected the sample and we release it, we're then focused on the next batches. So we're tasting lots of samples, and it's not as common as you'd think that we actually taste our own teas.
Yeah, it's like a treat.
Yeah.
Tasting our own tea.
And it is really lovely when we do a taste.
Yeah.
Oh, second infusion.
I know, right?
Amazing. Delicious, delicious tea.
And I didn't have much water left, so it like brewed like from here. So.
It's got that bite, it's got that juiciness, it's got this dry to juicy sensation, and it's got this milkiness, and the roast is still there.
Yeah. And if you push it, it never really goes to that point where it's really, really bitter, you know, because that was quite an intense brew. Yeah. That's a good sign.
I like it. I like that brew. Very, very nice. Any new matches this year? We will be sourcing, obviously. We've got a new batch of the Uji Hikari. Check that out. I actually think, I don't know if it's better than the previous Uji Hikari, but it is I think it, well, for my taste, it's even a slightly bit better in terms of the creaminess, but it's...
I find it quite similar.
Yeah.
But then I didn't really A and B them. I think you did more of the A and B's.
I did a lot of A and Bing of that one, but it's a really Toyo Mukashi. It's a beautiful Kuchiki curry.
Yeah.
Definitely. Do you guys ever get tired of drinking tea? Like one day you just go without it? You know, actually, I remember a few days ago you offered me tea, and I said I can't, because the previous day I had sampled so many that I was just like I just can't today. So it does happen occasionally. Not that many though. Not that many days that we have that issue.
I haven't had it yet.
More Mr. Wu pots are on their way. Master Wu is making new pots for us. We've been waiting about 2 months. He's hand making each one. So we have to give him his dues. We have to give him his time. And we have different designs. So get ready for Master Wu's teapots. I've just was sent a few hours ago some pictures of him working on the new designs. So cool. I'm seeing like it all taking shape.
I didn't see
it. Beautiful. So definitely. Teahive. I know, Teahive. We wish we could like have some help doing the sampling. It sounds like something that we're moaning about, and I don't want to. We have a very lucky job. I understand that.
Yeah.
But you know, when you're piling up teas and you have to sample them, it can be quite difficult. But I know you guys are doing your thing.
Chapeau.
Good luck to all of you out there. Good luck to all of you out there.
Really love your YouTube. It's really
all
cool.
good, man. All good, Teahive. Do your thing. Okay, so Marianne Fleur, would love to see. Yes, we're definitely going to do that. Will we have any more Empress and EL? Yes, we will. It just needs to be blended. Do we plan on selling dry orange pu'er? Only if we find the right quality pu'er, because we don't want to find pu'er which is low quality. Okay, will you actually use Mei's cup? It kind of smells like it's not necessarily Zersha Yixing clay. So I don't really want to poison myself, but it is a beautiful cup. It will sit proudly in our collection. All right, guys, that's all the questions and answers for now. We're going to do now a giveaway
of these.
Ooh, okay. So second infusion of Midnight Sun. Can I have a bit more?
Yeah.
Juicier, fruitier than I remember.
It reminds me a little bit of hojicha, like the
it's got a hojicha kind of that caramel soy taste,
but with the creamy notes and with the creamy notes.
But it tastes got more nuts and a little bit of on the finish. There's like
a papery. No?
There's that, I get that, but there's if you breathe out through your nose, there's a little fruit. Little fruit there.
Mangosteen?
More sour than that, more like mango, more like an unripe mango. You know when you get those mangoes that are a little bit green? Very, very interesting actually.
Oh, that's a good one.
Alright, I'm taking the chat away because I know that can disturb people, sorry.
Oh, well done. You see, he thinks so much about different things.
You know what?
I just drink tea.
We needed an assistant. We need some person sitting over there doing all the switches.
Yeah, I'm a terrible assistant. I'm just like, drink.
You're not meant to be the assistant, you're meant to just drink with me.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I like that job.
Already starting to get a bit of a sweat on. All right, let's do some giveaways. So we're going to choose 2 people.
All right.
2 people are going to win tasters of Alishan Cream and Midnight Sun, so you can A/B them together. Way we're going to do it this time is all you need to do is in the chat room write the word Alishan. We're going to spin that wheel. When it stops, I will stop the chat room. We will then choose 6 people and we will roll the dice and choose 2 people. And Claire, you're missing Lucy. Let's just quickly say this. Lucy, if you're watching Lucy. Okay, so Lucy was meant to join us on this one.
Yeah.
She was actually meant to join us on the last one.
Yeah.
But always something more important came up.
We're not special enough for you.
Now, let's be clear here. Okay, you can stop writing Alishan. Okay, I shouldn't have done this. Let's be clear here, okay? In England, we don't play baseball, right? But we understand the 3 strikes and you're out, right? She's currently on 2 strikes. I've told her this. Lucy, you're currently on 2 strikes, right? if you want to like, you know, get involved, and I know you do because you keep telling us you do, right? No more other things that are suddenly coming up that are more important than Mei Leaf Sessions. Ridiculous. All right, ready? Spin the wheel.
Alrighty.
Spin the wheel. Alishan, right, Alishan?
I feel bad for Mishkin. Look, he's so chilled.
Mishkin is going to freak out when that wheel is...
I'm going to turn that wheel now, okay? Sorry.
Watch him run. Watch him. No, do it faster than that. All right, go. All right.
I'm sorry, baby. Oh my god, he hates it.
Okay, we stop it there. All right, so we've got Levin, Brent Pugsley, Vitenis, Francesca Rebufo, Giorgio Leo, and Angela Sellers. Do you have a dice here? I did take it. Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to pick 2 winners. Do you want to throw them?
Should I get a piece of paper so
It's
we
all
know?
right. Number 3, Vitenis, Vytenis. Write to us on YouTube. Messages, send us a message so we know it's from you. Give us your address. We will send you the Alishan cream and
I'll write it on my
Midnight
phone.
Sun. Vitenis. Let's see. Spin it again.
Alrighty. Yeah. And
Okay, we've got Michael Delgado, vegan teahead, Richard Rajewski, Michael Delgado, I've said that already, Cantberry, Diana Gibbs, I think that's 6, but we'll just do it this way. Number 6, so 1, 2, 3,
4,
hold on, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it's Josiah Williams. Josiah Williams, write to us and we will send that to you. Okay, now you guys can stop writing and we can focus back on the next part of this, which is the cooking section. Okay, so we can clear this away. Actually,
congrats to the winner!
Brew some more tea quickly. Okay, so guys, if you're following along and you want to make this tea salad, you should already have the ingredients in front of you. I was actually planning to do a really long cooking session, but I realized this was not gonna work. It's gonna be too chaotic. So, are you ready, guys? We're gonna now do this. So what we thought is, you probably have heard of a fermented tea salad called lapet from Myanmar, okay? This is not a lapet recipe, but we thought why not focus in and try to do a tea salad, right? So what we're gonna do is, you've got some gyokuro there?
Yes, I do have some.
Okay, so why don't you start doing that? So what you guys need to do is grab your green tea of choice. We recommend Gyokuro or Temple Blossom. Is it in here already?
It was there before.
Here it is, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And what we recommend you do is brew it with room temperature water. So just pour enough. How many grams is in here?
It was
9 grams. So we've got 9 grams here for the recipe that we're doing, but you can obviously do it according to your tastes. And you just put some water in, close it, and we're gonna leave that 14 minutes, but you know, it doesn't really matter. You can do it a bit longer in this case. Okay, so, right, now what we've got here, just so you can see, I've got some cabbage, red and white, which we have already chopped up because we didn't want to make a lot of noise. So red and white cabbage chopped up here. We've got some sugar snap peas, but you can use mangetout, which we have already cut up here. That goes, I'm just going to start assembling it. So that goes in. And the best way to blanch these, because I always forget, instead of putting it in hot water and leaving it and then go, oh, it's too soggy, is just put them in a bowl and just pour boiling water and leave them. That's the easiest way.
For how long? How long?
Just leave them until you can pull them out. It's usually going to stay relatively crunchy. Right. We've also got some coriander and chili here. Now, for those of you who don't like coriander, you can leave it out. Yeah, you can go. I'll focus. So a bit higher because I need higher. There you go. For those of you who don't like coriander, interesting fact, coriander, some people, it's genetic. They hate the taste because it tastes really, really soapy, right? It's some people love it, some people hate it, but it is mostly a genetic thing, you know? So if you had the genes of somebody who hated coriander, you would hate coriander too. All right, so there you go. So we've got, it's a big bowl, I know, but I figured, why not?
He never goes small, he always goes big.
Don't go small. All right, so we've got some tomatoes, so I actually have to do some chopping here.
It's okay, I'll just drink some more teas with you guys.
So this is not exactly the best environment to do chopping.
What, by computer and...
Yeah, live on YouTube. This is when I slice my hand up and you go, oh, call the ambulance. So just chop. I really like to chop my tomatoes.
Please be careful.
In a totally random way. I want every segment to be different. Yeah, I'm not used to chopping so high up.
Artistic, aren't you? You're so artistic.
I'm not used to...
Why don't I help you by doing this?
Yeah, thank you.
Instead of just sitting there looking funny.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, Claire. This is a bit of a random one here. We don't normally do cooking, but I figured, you know, we'd like to try new things. Some things work, some things don't. You know,
you live and learn.
If you don't experiment, you never find anything. So here you go. So we've got some tomatoes in here. Oh, focus, son.
Focus, son. Thanks, guys. Helps. Is it right? Did I do it?
Check. All right, so with tomatoes, I always recommend with tomatoes that you put salt on them. Salt the tomatoes directly. You know, one of the worst things is a tomato that isn't being salted. Where is the salt? Hold on. I'll be back. You cover.
What? Oh.
Rabbit in the headlights. Okay, always salt your tomatoes.
I'm terrible at being put on the spotlight. I mean, on the spot, full stop. Yeah, not very good.
One day, I keep telling her, every session, I keep telling her, this session you're just going to do by yourself. And every time she does that...
Oh my gosh, I don't know. You guys, no, you'd leave in like 5 minutes.
So when you salt the tomatoes, it really draws out a lot more of the flavor, unless you're living in a beautiful environment where your tomatoes are like growing perfectly under the sun,
like gold.
Right until they're picked. You know, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Tomatoes is not necessarily the best in the world, so you need to salt them. Right, so avocado, I'm just gonna not cut myself. Apparently there's a lot of people that injure themselves with avocado. Yeah, because a lot of people do the classic cut it in half and then they try to like cut the seed out.
Yeah.
If you do cut it in quarters, it's not such a big deal like that.
I do that actually.
Are you red? Yes, you are red.
Oh.
You're so red.
I don't know why. I think
it's actually quite hot with these lights, you know? I have to say, it's not cool in here.
No.
London has been freezing though.
And we're having like roasted oolongs that kind of gives you a heat. But yeah, tomatoes.
You know, there was a major issue today.
Oh my god, don't even go there. That was so stressful.
We went to the warehouse and a pipe, because of the cold temperature, a pipe had burst and water had gone everywhere, flooded half of the warehouse.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Teaheads.
The tea was fine.
The tea vault remained intact. The tea vault was not affected. The tea was fine. But the warehouse was totally flooded.
It was freaky.
It was horrible. So we've spent some time doing mopping, and we're gonna have to go back tomorrow. I'm on mop duty. All right. So you've got now. You've got basically the beginnings of a coleslaw. You've got chili, you've got coriander, you've got white cabbage, you've got red cabbage, you've got sugar snap peas, you've got avocados. Really, you can put whatever you like in it. You could put mangetout, you could put bean sprouts, you could put whatever crunchy vegetables you like. Mm-hmm. This avocado actually is pretty creamy, I have to say. It may look like it was quite firm, but it was pretty creamy. All right, how are we doing with that? I need to wash my hands.
Oh, with the Gyokuro?
Yeah.
It's soaking nicely.
Okay, so what we got now is we want to make a dressing, okay? So in order to make a dressing, what we're going to do, I've got everything around me, is we're going to cut a lime, give it a little roll.
You can tell who's the cook in the house.
So, I love cooking, if you haven't noticed. And yes, this is a vegan recipe for all of you vegans out there.
Would you like some tea?
I know that the recipe that we released with Haste Kitchen may have upset a few vegans out there. I'm sorry. When he told me that he was going to make a pork dish, I was like, okay, we'll do a pork dish. I knew that the backlash was coming, but you know, that's the way it is. So here we go. We've got lime juice, classic Asian kind of thing. Now, normally, if this was a non-vegan recipe, you might be putting things like fish sauce in, you know, things like that, but we're going to stay away from that. What else do we have?
For now.
We're going to hit it with some soy sauce. So I would say about half the amount of lime juice to soy sauce, something like that. We're going to hit it with some sesame oil, a good splash of sesame oil.
Oh,
get it nice and nutty. Why don't we just
smell that? Oh my goodness!
It smells incredible. So savory. Do we have a container to pour it? Can you just pour it into one of those gongda bays? Just so we can taste it.
Oh yeah, I can actually.
I've also got some spring onions here. I'm going to throw those in.
Okay.
To this.
I'm just going to use this one because it's Japanese.
What else do we have? Okay, so now check out this liquor. Yeah, go on, pour it.
Pour it all?
Yeah, pour it all.
It's
it's like jelly. It's like jelly coming out here. It's incredible. Where's my phone? We need to focus on this.
Yeah, okay. Your phone has gone to sleep.
You do it.
Okay, so how am I going to do this without spilling? I'm going to do
So
this.
it's really jelly. It's super thick. That's what we want to see. Okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah. I focused on me now, so.
Oh.
So now we're going to give this a taste with a spoon.
Oh wow, it does look like jelly.
Oh, for those of you who have tried this Gyokuro method of brewing, with cold brewing for a long period of time,
Ooh.
It makes such a savory, brothy taste. It's incredible.
That's delicious.
So can you brew up some more of that tea, just
but
with 50-degree water or something?
50-degree water.
So we're pouring this Gyokuro, this savory Gyokuro, into the salad dressing. Okay? And now we're going to give it a shake.
Shake it, shake.
And hopefully not get dressing absolutely everywhere. Now, this is where, if you want, you can do the optional of throwing in some miso paste. I do want to do that, but I want to taste this first.
I do want to do that.
So I'm now going to throw in a little bit of miso paste. If you don't have miso paste, then the best thing to do would be to add some salt at this point, right? So you need a bit more salt. So I'm going to put about a good whack, probably a tablespoon of miso paste. I'm just going to stir that in to here, and that's going to really make it much more savory. If you guys are doing this along, if you guys are doing this along with this, then you have to take a picture and you're going to have to post it on Instagram. We'll look out for Mei Leaf Salad, hashtag Mei Leaf Salad.
Hashtag Mei Leaf Salad.
And we'd like to see what you come up with. This is a bit random, I know, but I felt like all those vegans out there needed a recipe, because we'd done like that pork one, and then we did Hong Kong milk tea.
Yeah, true.
And it was like, whoa, full on. Yeah, some dashi would be good here. Look, this is really simple. This is really simple. You can really up all the flavors. You could put grated ginger, you could put grated garlic. I just, I didn't want to make it too complicated. So let's have a little taste of this. You have a little taste. It needs a bit more of this sesame oil.
Oh my god, that dressing is so yum.
And I think it needs a little whack of salt.
Wow.
Now, if you haven't salted your vegetables, I mean your cabbage, then you want this to be quite potent, because it's going to coat all of that. Give it a shake. All right, how's that tea doing?
Oh, it's doing fine.
Now, We want to have a taste of this tea. It's an Okumidori Gyokuro, the highest grade Gyokuro. And it's very important that you do this with good quality tea, okay? Because you're going to eat these leaves. This is going to caffeinate us up to the
next level.
max.
I'm going to be so red by the end of the session.
Where are those tea leaves?
Oh, they're here.
Right, now...
So it is important to do that brew.
It's important that you actually do probably a few brews because you want to get some of the caffeine out of it and you want to soften the leaves, really soften the leaves. Okay, so now...
Soften them up.
You can take a look and let's show them this.
All right, I'll help you.
So you can see how beautiful, green, kind of spinachy they are. Right?
Perfect.
Okay, so now
Lush.
let's chuck them in.
Okay.
So the tea leaves then go in to this. Look at that.
Oh my goodness. Antioxidant hit.
I don't want to scrape too much because it's clay.
Yeah.
Right, so now we stir that up. Now this, you could ferment. So you could potentially leave this for a few days and it will ferment and it will start to, you know, become funkier tasting, stronger tasting, and maybe a little bit closer to the lapette of Myanmar. The Myanmar.
I love fermented foods.
Fermented foods are fabulous. We don't eat enough, and thankfully more and more people are now eating fermented foods. It's one of those things. Your microbiome is the seat of health, of your health. More and more evidence is showing that if you don't have a good healthy microbiome, which is all the microbes, they're like 2 or 3, I think it's about 2 kilos of microbes that we carry around with us. Trillions of them, trillions and trillions of them. If you don't have a good diversity of microbes, and you don't have, and they're not, you know, they're not healthy, then you are going to have health problems. Immune problems, metabolic problems, they're mostly focused on the microbiome. It's a really fascinating area. I've been reading a lot about, well, I don't want to get into it just before we're eating, but you know, digestion and all of that. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, it's very
the microbiome.
It kind of makes a lot of sense because we are basically built on microbes. Like this is what makes us function. So if they're not given the right stuff or the right foods, then how are they going to survive? And then how's our
we live in a symbiotic relationship. We have evolved as in symbiosis with these microbes. We are housing them, and they do stuff for us. They break down foods. If you don't, for example, if you don't have enough dietary fiber, this has become like a weird nutrition exercise. If you don't have enough dietary fiber, then there are microbes that will start to eat into your digestive mucus protection, and then that causes it causes toxins to go into your bloodstream, and that causes all sorts of inflammatory conditions. So just making sure you eat enough fiber, which sounds really boring, right? But just eat enough vegetable fiber, have lots and lots of plant-based fiber is fundamentally healthy, fundamentally important. Okay, so here you go. This is our funky
mix,
funky miso Gyokuro salad dressing. As I said, you can funk it up as you wish. You could throw in some ginger, you could throw in some grated garlic. How does it taste?
Oh my god, that you elevated it.
Ready?
That is...
Chuck it in.
Oh my god.
Chuck it in. You can ferment it, as I said, and I'm so happy that more and more people are getting into fermented foods.
Yeah.
You know, all of
Kimchi,
the traditional cultures have it, from Eastern Europe to Asia. They all have it. Now I need to find something to mix this with. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, it's really interesting, all this stuff. That's why they say when you're little, like, it's good to be running outside and be in nature and be surrounded by
it's
natural microbes.
So important.
It makes sense.
Okay, so now stir up your salad.
That looks
it's really
very
hard to do this here. I need to kind of...
I will get our tea ready.
Yeah, you get the tea ready. Oh, what are we doing now? Hojicha.
Well, are we having the gyokuro with it?
Let's have some gyokuro. I'd like to taste some gyokuro.
I really want to taste some gyokuro.
Now, for a salad, Rachel, you've been fermenting since a baby. I believe that. You know, honestly, Poland is serious fermenters. Eastern Europe's love their fermentation as well. You know, it's It's so important that we eat fermented foods. It's so, so important. And yes, we are working on kombucha. Yes, we are going to be coming out with some videos on kombucha. I promise you. I have got major work upstairs. We've got tanks full of kombucha that we're testing. All right, salad. I love nuts in my salad. Very, very important.
Gotta have some nuts.
So having some nuts, really, really, really good. Yes, if you were a child that was surrounded by dirt and bacteria, that has been really helpful to your immune system. You know, it's an incredible thing. We live in a disinfected world. That's the problem, where everything is packeted and disinfected, and we're all scared of bugs. But those bugs are so fundamental. It's like, you know, so very important.
Yeah, thank goodness we know that now.
And it creates flavor as well. So I'm throwing in some cashew nuts. One of the big tricks with any salad, throw in some nuts, man. It makes such a big difference.
Yeah.
And I've got some mixed seeds here just to give it a bit more texture. This is where I slice my finger off.
Please be careful.
I'm not normally this messy, but doing it in front of a camera with X hundred people watching is a little bit disturbing. Okay, right, so here we go. We're gonna give this one final mix up and then we can try it.
Yeah.
So if you are doing this at home, please do post pictures on Instagram. I would love to see how this turns out. All right, we're drinking this Gyokuro.
Yes, for sure.
I will get some bowls.
That is for you, that is for me. Cheers, guys.
Right, can I move this? Can I?
Yeah, I can move that
I'm
out.
going to move the chopping board out of the way.
Boom. Careful, the knife.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to slice myself. Okay. All right, we're done. So the salad is done. Okay,
Yeah.
the salad is done. Now, this salad contains Gyokuro, so be careful. Don't overindulge in your salad. You know, it may make you quite high because it is really, really good. I've used,
Oopsies.
first accident. I've used unsalted seeds, but I use salted cashew nuts, by the way.
I'm sorry. You
That's
can
okay.
have my cup. Here.
Okay. Cheers, everybody. Some
Cheers,
Gyokuro.
guys.
Let's give this a taste.
Messy session.
And we'll put the chat room up, see what people are saying.
Oh my god. Even second infusion is just as strong, man.
So savory. And that's why these kinds of teas work well with these dishes, because you've got this brothy, savory, dare I say it, slightly meaty kind of taste, because it's got that umami glutamate. It's the glutamate, that umami glutamate, which comes from using really, really good soil, good nitrogen-rich soil, and shading the tea leaves.
I think we need a different tea with this salad.
Yeah, you go for it. I'm going to show them the salad.
I'm gonna make some hojicha because with the soya
that would work.
I think that would be nice.
Yes, we're going to be doing plenty of giveaways. For those of you asking, yes, we are. We've got more giveaways coming. This is a minor distraction, but I hope that it's something that you guys try at some point.
Yeah, and if you guys don't like these kind of like cooking whilst live, then let us know as well.
Yeah, we can switch it up. So, cheers everyone. Nice salad here.
Enjoy.
Crunch, sour from the lime, salty from the soy sauce. The tea leaves add a certain texture to it, a certain mature kind of astringent, spinachy. It's delicious. It's really, really nice. The Gyokuro works super, super well. We're just eating in front of the camera.
Guys, if you're making this, I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are.
It makes a perfect standalone dish, but also it works really well paired with something. If you're not vegan, you can pair it with meat or fish, but you can certainly eat this by itself or serve it with like a vegetable bake or something like that. All right, so now we're drinking along with it hojicha. Hojicha is a roasted green tea from Japan, for those of you who don't know, and it has this kind of soy sauce savoriness to it, which is delicious and works really well with savory foods. So
it works well as well with the Gyokuro. But I think it's gonna be even better with this one.
Mishkin. Yeah, they can hear you out there. So this hojicha, thing about hojicha is it's usually made from bancha, which is the summer pickings of the tea. So it's usually made from kind of later harvest. We sourced this hojicha. We wanted them to use some spring harvest as well. So this is, I think, 30% spring harvest, first flush, 50% second flush, and then I think about 20 or 30% bancha. So it does have a lot more brightness and a lot more of those springtime nutrients.
I forgot what you were saying. Sorry.
That's okay.
I zoned out.
The nuts work in this, don't they?
I love the nuts in it. It gives you like just creamy, nutty, yummy with the soy sauce and the miso and the
It is
crunchy
yummy, man.
salad.
Oh,
my!
try it. It really, really works.
When you make a good salad, it's really like
Yeah.
so nice. When you go to a restaurant and you have one of those salads that has no taste in it, so it's so depressing.
But I am warning you, it does have caffeine in. So, just, you know yourself, you know your own dosing, but be careful. When I did a Gyokuro video and I was doing the eating, do you remember how high I was afterwards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny. Alright. Sorry guys. Just one more.
If you've done it, post on Instagram, post for what did I say? Mei Leaf salad.
Mei Leaf salad.
And we'll check out, we'll look for it. In fact, I'm going to look now, quickly. I don't think people would have the time to do that, but let's try. Here we go. I'm going to take a quick look. Mei Leaf salad. Oops.
Oh man, you know what? That tea goes so well with it because it also cleans your palate, and it's great.
It's
I really
great
like
tea.
the hojicha with it.
Okay, so nothing up there at the moment. I wasn't kind of expecting it. All right, so hojicha works really well with it. Beautiful soy kind of taste to it.
It's funny because with the cashew nut, like if I ate a cashew nut and then had the hojicha, it probably would be very similar to the midnight sun.
Oh really? Do you want to try?
Maybe.
Okay. Have a cashew nut. Yes, you could puree the leaves, you're right, and that's kind of a classic thing that they do with lapette, so you could blitz it up and then store it. Definitely, I would recommend fermenting some of these leaves. Really, really interesting. We're doing experiments, we'll bring videos for you there. Really, really nice. But in general, fermentation. Guys, eat as much fermented food as you can.
Kimchi, natto, what other one?
I'm reading this, there's tons. Miso. In China they have pickled vegetables, sauerkraut, kombucha, kefir, tons. I'm reading this book, it's a really good one, it's called The Dorito Effect. If you've read it, let me know. Really, really interesting. Where basically it's all about the fact that the food industry and the reason why we're having so much problems with health, especially metabolic diseases in the Western world or in the modern world, is that the nutrition has been kind of sucked out of all the foods that we're growing. And it's been therefore covered over with this new, well, relatively 100-year-old industry of artificial flavors,
right,
or natural flavors, basically flavors, any kind of flavoring that makes it addictive, like a Dorito or like a Pringles or whatever, that makes it addictive. So what you're getting is a nutritionally void food that doesn't have anything but sugars and carbs and nothing else really, and then it's just being laced with flavorings that make you want it, crave it, make you addicted to it.
That's
right?
So messed up.
And this is why, and the main thrust of this book is that this is the real cause of health issues. It's not kind of what you eat, if you eat too much fat or you eat, it's just about flavor. The flavor is what's dominating this kind of snowball effect, because we're messing around with flavor. And like, you know, many people say that chicken, for example,
oh my gosh,
doesn't taste like it used to, right? Everyone, you know, who's kind of over the age of 50 says chicken doesn't taste like it used to. And now it's just like chicken covered in like, you know, MSG and powders and flavorings or whatever, or it's kind of marinated into to the meats. So focusing on real natural flavors is the most fundamental thing. Totally fundamental. Trying to stay away from the kind of, you know, we talked about beaver ass before.
Yeah.
Right? For those of you in Mei Leaf Sessions 3, I think you would know what I'm talking about. Beaver ass and vanilla flavoring and raspberry flavoring. And I know that it's not done that often now, but you know, it's this flavor industry is a powerful industry. They have an ability to make you crave. They give you that dopamine hit. They give you this craving. And so what you're doing is just eating kind of vacuous food, which is not very good for you, and you're craving lots of it because of the flavor, right? So it's about trying to find the best quality food and avoiding those flavorings, because there's still some really messed up stuff happening in terms of flavorings.
What, like, do you mean the genetically modified
No,
stuff,
I mean just like stuff that's been used in flavorings or just additives in general. Like, did you know that there's an additive in bread? Not a lot of bread, it used to be in a lot of bread, but now is not so much. And it's E920. If you look, and this is E920 on bread, and it's usually for the more spongy, fake, kind of crappy bread, and I think some fast food chains still use that. That's made out of L-cysteine. L-cysteine comes from hair.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it comes from hair. Now, officially...
Why would that have taste?
Officially, the L-cysteine needs to come from, I think the official rule is, it needs to come from pig's bristles or feathers. But there's a whole industry... Right, there's a whole industry, especially, I have to say again, in China, where they use human hair.
Oh my god.
So they get human hair and they create L-cysteine, which is E920. So if you see in your bread E920, that comes from hair. It might not be human hair, but there's a big industry that does use human hair.
That's mental.
And otherwise it comes from feathers and pig's bristles.
Is that why there was this thing like with McDonald's where they said that they use feathers in their chicken? Maybe that's that flavoring?
Yeah, we don't want to get into a lawsuit with McDonald's. We're saying nothing about McDonald's. It could be, you know, but all I'm saying is be wary of them. There's other stuff as well, like that yellow coloring that's used a lot in processed food, tartrazine. And that comes from tar. That literally comes from tar.
Really?
Yeah.
That yellow flavoring?
Yeah, the yellow colouring.
Oh,
there's
I
all
thought
sorts
it was
of
like
funky
turmeric
stuff.
or something, because turmeric's so yellow. Why would you need to use...
No, but the turmeric's more expensive than tar.
Oh, right, okay. Great.
So you can use carotene instead. You can use carotene.
Yeah.
And then there was, Starbucks had a big issue with their red, something red, was it the red velvet cake, or because it's made with crushed up beetles? Anyway, the point is...
The amount of stuff out there.
The point is that it's crazy how these additives find their way in your food, and the chemical industry is so... the chemical flavoring industry is doing an amazing job as a business to keep us addicted to nutritionally void foods that are no good for you, but we crave them. All right, that's my little political diatribe over about flavorings.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm sorry if I've kind of spoilt everyone's mood out there.
It's interesting though, you gotta say. It's good to know these facts.
Okay, so here we go. What's next? We're gonna do some questions and answers, I think, right?
Yeah.
So Q&A, guys. We're gonna do Q&A, and then should we do a giveaway? Let's do a giveaway for the Hojicha and the Gyokuro, right?
Did we do one for Midnight Sun?
We did. Yeah, so we're going to do a giveaway, but not yet. We're going to do questions and answers, and then we're going to move on to Martin Hughes and Rowan's quiz, where you can win some money, some Mei Leaf money. Okay, so here we go.
Kind.
Here we go. Any questions out there? You want a whole video on the craziness of food additives and the Dorito effect. The Dorito effect is a really good book. I would recommend it. Anybody who's interested in this kind of area, check it out. Have we ever tried or looked into coffee leaf tisane? We have. We've tasted it. It's pretty good, actually. Quite liked it. We're going to maybe look into that in the future, but we have tried it.
True.
Let's see. Can you explain what red oolong is? I think you're talking about... Are they talking about those ruby oolongs? You know, the brandy oolongs, the more heavily... oxidized oolongs. It's a kind of a grey area in those kind of heavy oxidized oolongs, whether or not it's moved into a black tea or whether or not it's an oolong. Sometimes they call them brandy oolongs. I think that might be what you're referring to. Any teas we like to drink when having a cold or flu, we tend to stick with Chinese herbs.
Yeah, Chinese herbs.
Honeysuckle, boat staculia leaf.
Yeah. There's licorice, helps to like soothe the lungs.
What is the little one called?
Chrysanthemum.
Not the little... creeping lily turf.
Lily, yeah.
Creeping lily turf root is another one that we do. Apparently our buffer's buffering again. Okay, let's hope not. Can you make a salad out of... Oh, it's gone. Sorry, it disappeared. Can you make... Oh, I've lost it. Sorry. Let's see what else. How to take care of my new Yixing clay pot. You know what? It's not that fussy. Just make sure you prep it, like we've done a video about it. Make sure you prep it and then use it. You know, and you know, make sure it's dry. Don't leave the leaves in. Make sure you leave the lid off and you don't put the lid on and make it store it wet, and you should be okay.
Yeah, I usually like after you're doing a session with Yixing clay, like rinse it well because overnight, you know, it's not so.
I saw a comment, Jermaine. Will we introduce more Taiwanese oolongs like the Chinchin cultivar? We do have Chinchin already with Frozen Summit and I think another one. But yes, we are looking at some other ones. We know we're missing a really high grade Chinchin high mountain oolong. We are looking for that.
Oh yeah, ginger turmeric is also good when you have like
ginger turmeric is good as well.
Turmeric and black pepper is very good.
What's the most expensive tea we've tasted? I keep on forgetting.
Oh, well now, I mean we've tried some pretty high.
Jinjin Mei is always up there.
Puers.
But we've tried some pretty hefty, heavyweight price ticket puers.
Yeah, there's some but really expensive.
Yeah, like, especially Lao Banjiang and stuff like that. And I have to say, when you taste these really high ticket, we're talking hundreds of dollars for a session. It's very unusual that you find that it's worth it. It's usually a really good tea, but is it worth it? Nah,
Yeah.
Jade Star 3 is coming along. We've had to wait for the Chinese New Year holiday, which has slowed things down as well.
I'm so excited about that one.
Claire, glad to hear you're studying herbology. Lots to learn there, and we might do some videos on Chinese herbs. Well, if you're interested in Chinese herbs, let us know. We might do some Chinese herb videos, but I didn't want to kind of make the content too medical, Yeah. You love the after dinner enchanter. I think you mean after party enchanter, but good.
I love that one. So good.
Which tea has the most chocolate taste?
Souchong liquor, I would say.
Souchong liquor, definitely. Ever tried those experimental Japanese black teas? Yes, we've got some Japanese black teas. I was thinking of doing it for this live session, but I think we'll save it up for the next live session. So we're going to probably do some black tea tasting at the next one. Jade Star 3, get ready for the races. Yeah, unfortunately it is a small batch again. It just seems to be always a small batch. Junshan Yinzhen, yes, the official one that comes from the island, that might have been the most expensive tea that I've tasted. I didn't know the price ticket on it because it was served to me as part of a political thing that I was doing. Here we go. Anything else? Do herbal medicines actually work? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, they work. Really, really do work.
Some personal experience about it, which I'm not going to go into because, you know, it's personal and it's womanly.
Well, you've just gone into it. There you go. Yes, definitely work. Did you roast the finished Psychic Stream Seeker cakes, or do you roast loose leaves and then compress? We roasted them as cakes, but we roasted them at a particular way to try to make sure that that roast was as even as possible. But you probably do notice some differences in there. Okay, right. Last sip of this, and then we're going to do a giveaway of Hojicha and Gyokuro. So what you need to write in is Gyokuro or Hojicha?
Gyokuro?
Gyokuro is a bit harder to write. Okay, so write in...
Hojicha? Do Hojicha. I don't know.
Okay,
Whichever.
so write in Hojicha. We're going to spin the wheel, and then we're going to pick two winners. You ready?
Oh, yes.
Spin that wheel. Hojicha is what you need. Oh, it's the buffer there. Buffering. Oh no, keep spinning again.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry. Gyokuro or Hojicha, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Which one? Sorry, I'm getting myself confused. Here we go, and stop. Okay, so we've got a Red Ruin, FRF, Kamarak 33, where's the dice? Hyoni, Teahead, and Samaritan. Dice, oh here we go.
Here we go.
So we're gonna pick two from this, just straight up, we'll pick two.
Yeah.
So number 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Samaritan, write to us, and we will send you Gyokuro and Hojicha, and 6 again, doesn't count. I knew that was gonna happen. Here we go. And 5, Teahead. Teahead, write to us, and we will give you samples of Hojicha and Gyokuro. Okay, woof, I'm starting to get a little bit out of it here with all of the tea and all of the caffeine.
Got it.
Right, are we ready? Right, so we're gonna now move on to the quiz section of this, right? Martin Hughes has very kindly donated £30 worth of Mei Leaf money. £30 worth of Mei Leaf money. Martin Hughes and Rowan, his son, have kindly donated it to you Teaheads out there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask you 6 questions, okay? We're gonna do them one at a time. Ask you 6 questions, and then all of the questions are true, false. Okay, all of the questions are true, false. So you can probably just write true or false, whatever, you know, if you don't know. And then we're gonna spin the wheel like we're doing, and we're gonna stop, and we're gonna choose a winner for 6 questions. Each of them are gonna get £5, okay? And what you would need to do is you will need to register a Mei Leaf account and send us your email address that it's registered to, and we will put £5 onto your account as credit. So you immediately have £5 to spend as you see fit.
So cool.
Okay, thank you, Martin. I think that everybody in the chat room should extend thanks to you. All right, so are you ready for question number 1?
Oh, Rowan says hello. Hello, Rowan.
Hello, Rowan. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, £30 as in Great British pounds sterling, not £30 of tea, right? For all of you US viewers. 30 British pounds, £5 each, which equates to about $7 or so, something like that. Okay, are you ready? So first question, it's gonna come up on the screen. If I can get this to work, it's gonna come up on the screen. The first question is, no, that didn't work.
No.
The first question is, that worked.
There you go.
White tea is always made from buds. White tea is always made from buds. True or false? True or false? Are you ready to spin the wheel?
Yes.
Hold on, 5 seconds. White tea is always made from buds. True or false? Are you ready? Spin the wheel. The correct answer is false. The correct answer is false. White tea does not necessarily have to be made from buds. It often is. And stop. Okay, so we've got Brian Heath. We've got ROH91111111. We've got Julian Beichart. We've got Necosans TV. We've got Alexandra Verville from Paris. And what is that, everyone? And F.A. Kos. Oh no, sorry, Nekosan can't give you because you wrote true, so it's Vitenis again. Okay, so here we go.
Wow, Vitenis.
Good. Number 2, ROH91111111. ROH9111, you've just won £5 worth of Mei Leaf money. Make sure you register an account and send us on YouTube your email address so we can that you registered your Mei Leaf account to, and we will put money onto your account. Okay, are you ready for question number 2? Are you guys ready for question number 2? I'm going to try and do this. Here we go. Question number 2 is: Oolong tea has the most amount of caffeine in the cup. Oolong tea has the most amount of caffeine in the cup. Is that true or false? Oolong tea has the most amount of caffeine in the cup. Is that true or false? Okay, ready? Ready?
Steady.
Steady, go. Oolong tea has the most amount of caffeine in the cup. And the wheel stops. Okay, so we've got Jordiel Hamon, we've got Trip Pollard, Lucas Rodland, we've got, I'm not going to give it to ROH again, Exver M, and we've got Gala and Interrupted Cadence. The right answer is false. Oolong tea does not contain the highest amount of caffeine, and usually contains the lower amount, on the lower spectrum of caffeine, should we say. So that is definitely false. Go for it. Number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Gala, Galla. Register an account on mayleaf.com. Send us through the YouTube messages and we will put £5 on your account.
Nice.
Are you ready for the next question, guys?
Oh my God.
Are you ready for the next question? I'm hopefully doing this right. This is complicated. Here we go. Next question. Is raw puer should always be sun-dried? Raw puer should always be sun-dried. Is that true or is that false? Raw puer should always be sun-dried. True or false? Here we go. I think you can start spinning. True or false? Raw puer should always be sun-dried. The wheel is spinning. The chat room's going nuts. Here we go. And stop.
Stop.
Okay, we've got good news. 007 Velis, Wit Tea Taster, Kim Choi, Lerke Selling, and Benedict Licina. The right answer before you roll is that's true. Raw puer should always be sun-dried. Really, in order to maintain its kind of state of aliveness so that it ages properly, you need to sun-dry it. If you dry it in commercial heaters, it will potentially stop the aging process from happening. So you need to sun-dry it. It's one of the requirements for all raw puer tea. And if it's not done, you will notice it. Okay, do it. Number 3, 1, 2, 3, Wit Tea Taster. Wit Tea Taster. You might have an account already, but if you don't, you know what to do. All right, now we're going to focus on question number 4. So we're halfway through this quiz. Are you guys ready? This is complex, getting all these up. Okay, are you guys ready? Here we go. Question number 4 is: the best green tea is always from autumn pickings. True or false? The best green tea is always autumn pickings. True or false? True or false? The best green tea is always autumn pickings. Spin that wheel. True or false? Bam! You guys are crazy. Okay, it's going nuts in there. All right, so we've got Kim Choi, Bob Arctor, Cornell, I'm a Phantom Fan, Anna, Mary Antonina. One, two. I don't know if that's a order. Mary Antonina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Timo77. So the right answer is false. Green tea, usually the best pickings are the spring pickings. In fact, 95% of the time. Okay, ready? Roll that dice. Number 1, Kim Choi. Kim Choi, register on mayleaf.com. Send us your email address. We will put 5 squids on your...
Squidsies.
5 quid on your Mayleaf account. Okay. Question 5. We've got 2 more questions, guys. This is all for Martin Hughes' money that he kindly donated. Martin and Rowan. Okay, are you ready? This is the next question. Once I can figure out which button to push. Here we go. Yellow tea is the least produced tea type in terms of quantity. Yellow tea is the least produced tea type in terms of quantity. True or false? Yellow tea, the least produced type of tea. True or false? Or as Martin says, fru or tols. Okay, yellow tea is the least. Roll it.
Rolling it.
Here they come, here they come, here they come. Okay, so we are about to stop. Okay, we've got Jordiel Heyman, Miko Hawk, Michael Dwyer, Joshua Terrazaz, 23 23 and Lerka Soling. The answer is true.
Well done.
Yellow tea is produced in tiny quantities compared to all other teas. Less than 1%. Very, very small quantities. Hit it.
Gotta say, a lot of you guys have.
You guys are rocking it. You guys are
getting
rocking
all the answers like boom boom.
3, Michael Dwyer. Michael Dwyer, you know what to do. Michael Dwyer knows what to do.
Michael Dwyer.
That's a t-shirt. Michael Dwyer knows what to do. All right, guys, last question here. Last question. Here we go. Are you ready? Last question here for the last £5.
Who's gonna win it?
Who's gonna get it? Here it is. Black tea is called red tea in China. Black tea, in other words, what we call in the West black tea, is called red tea in China. Black tea is what is called red tea in China. True or false?
Breathe in.
Yeah, the questions today are easy, and you could write true or false, it doesn't really matter, but it's kind of hopefully educational, especially for you newbies out there. Spin it, spin it, spin it. The answer, of course, to this question is it's true. In China, it's called Hongcha. Hongcha means red tea.
Stop!
Causes a lot of confusion. Okay, we've got Cornell, Decon, Carla Eats Plants, Jordan, I just put the dice in my cup. That's no good.
That was so good. You gotta drink your cup now.
No,
you gotta drink that cup.
Jordan Epstein, Martina Hajkingerova, and Anthony Gabe. Anthony!
Oh.
That was not faked. Anthony Gabe, you're gonna get, what is he gonna get? Oh, £5. There you go. £5 onto your Mayleaf account. I know you have a Mayleaf account already. All right, guys, that's it. That was the quiz. Thank you again to Martin Hughes for donating that money. Question 1, quickly. White tea is not always made from buds. It is often made from buds, but it can be made from any particular part of the plant. It's the processing that makes the difference. Oolong tea does not have the most amount of caffeine. In general, it contains a lower amount of caffeines compared to other teas, although that's not an exhaustive rule. Raw pu'er should always be sun-dried to keep it active, keep it alive. The best green tea usually comes from spring pickings, not autumn pickings. Yellow tea is definitely the least produced tea type in terms of quantity. And finally, black tea is indeed often or always called red tea in China or Hongcha in China, and it causes a lot of confusion with Heicha, which is black tea in China, which is a post-fermented tea. Whew. All right, how are we doing? I need a drink.
Go for it. I've just been drinking whilst you've been talking.
All right, the next part of this is a bit of a challenge for me. we're going to do a blind tasting. But we're going to do a blind tasting with a bit of a difference. On the board behind me, you can spin it, you can see there are 15 teas. These 15 teas are all in front of us here. Right, you're going to have to be quick. Is the kettle on?
The kettle.
Yeah, you need to maybe fill that up and get that ready. So the challenge here is to not break things. Ooh.
I broke something.
Broken porcelain.
No!
Oh, broken porcelain scoop. Oh well. So the challenge for me here is to figure out which tea I'm tasting blind, right? But to make it more difficult, we're going to be mixing the teas up. In other words, we're going to be selecting 2 teas, and Celine is going to be getting her brew on.
I'm going to get my brew
as quickly as you can.
Yes, I am.
Because I'm conscious of time.
I'm sorry, guys. I will hurry.
And we're going to mix them, and then I'm going to taste it and see whether or not I can figure out which teas they are. Kim Choi, send private message. If you look, or if you go to our channel, you can say send message, I think it is, or send. You can try. Any problems, then just email us through our website. We'll sort it out. Okay? Yes, we did break. Do you want to show them that porcelain scoop? You know, we need to show the shame.
I don't want to show the shame. I hate breaking stuff. Oh man.
Anyway, that's
doesn't help when you're clumsy like me. Doesn't help.
You know what? I think we have a few left. Okay, first of all, check my focus, sun.
Focus on.
I don't know what's, it's the Gyokuro in the salad. That's what it is.
That's what it is. Why, you're feeling the hype?
Feeling the caffeine, yeah. Okay, so, here we go. We've not done this before, and this started with one of our staff members, Gavel, isn't it?
Yeah, got the idea from Gavel.
So Gavel,
thanks, Gavel,
one of our bar staff members, he started to test Celine.
Me and Sabrina, yeah.
So, you know, and I heard about this and I thought, oh, that's an interesting test. It'd be interesting to see whether or not, focus son.
Should I say what the test was?
Yeah, go on, tell us.
So it was basically he mixed like 2 different teas into one glass. We didn't know that, like I didn't know that. And he was like, what tea is this? And we had to guess. And he was like, well, it's not quite right. And that's when we realized there's 2 in there. Needless to say, I got it right.
Which 2 was it?
It was elder white and I think it's black fruit punch. Yeah, elder white and black fruit punch. Yeah.
Oh, what am I eating for? Oh, that was a mistake. I forgot.
There's Gyokuro in there.
Oh, I forgot.
It's okay. It's good for you. It's fine.
I felt like I needed to eat something because I was feeling caffeinated, but I just messed.
Yeah, you messed with yourself. Should I get a blindfold for you?
What can you use as a blindfold?
I've got stuff over there.
Go for it.
Perfect.
I can take center stage. Hello. Hello everyone. How's it going out there? Are you enjoying yourself? Saturday night, Sunday morning, Saturday afternoon. If you guys are new to the chat, new to this session, let the chat room know, dive in, get involved. It's important that we have this community roll, and I can see it all happening in front of me. I can't read it all, but as I said, YouTube are apparently going to be keeping the chat room with the video, so when this is watched by other people, they'll see the chat room going.
Yeah, I really want to read everything, so it's really nice that they're going to do that.
50 Shades of Mei Leaf. Tea non-guru. Apparently this is 50 Shades of Mei Leaf. This is going to get kinky apparently.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm not sure I'm ready. Can I have some water just to kind of like, because I've got like all sorts of flavors going on in my mouth right now.
Here you go.
Hey, I'm putting myself out there live doing a blind tasting with 2 teas.
You're right, and you just had salad, which is gonna mess with your taste buds with those teas. You're gonna have to taste 2 different ones.
Okay, are you ready?
All right.
Am I ready?
Are you ready? Yeah, are you ready?
Okay, so in order for this to not be revealed, I have to stay blindfolded the whole time, don't I?
Pretty much.
Oh gosh.
I have to be as fast as possible.
Okay, can you tie it?
Yeah. Okay, now you have to be honest and tell me if you can see anything.
I will.
And,
yeah, go on. This is super disconcerting.
Okay.
To be live on YouTube and not see anything. Okay, spin that wheel.
All right. Let's see what you're gonna have.
So it's gonna be what's at the bottom. Yeah? What's at the bottom? Don't say anything. No clues. Nothing. Right?
Okay.
Wait, what is it? Which tea? No, don't say.
Yeah, we've got this one. Oh,
okay, so you got one. One, you spin the other one, so you know which one it is, and then you can.
Yeah, true.
And then move the board again, so that spin it properly. Otherwise, it feels like it's faked, man.
Sorry. It doesn't make a difference anyway. There's gonna be 2 mixed in there.
I know, but like, I don't want people thinking that we figured this out, and you've got some special spin.
Okay, this one's kind of hard to work out, but. It's that one. Yeah, it's that one.
Okay, move the wheel because I might see it. Just move the wheel now. Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty, where is that one?
And the clever gambler in me would have counted how many, but I didn't. So.
All right. So I'm gonna guess the amount that I'm putting in. Okay.
So the challenge here is to basically try to discern the 2 teas once they're mixed. I've never tried that before. This is an interesting experiment, definitely.
Well,
don't be careful because you might give away a clue.
All right.
I'm like, my ears are like primed to pick up clues. If you start talking about water temperature, if you know everything, I'm gonna get affected.
No, okay.
So just
don't listen, don't breathe, don't do anything.
And maybe what we should do is switch off the chat room because once the I'm going to taste it with the blindfold on.
Yeah, you are tasting it with the blindfold on.
You can see that we've really prepared this.
Oh my god, guys. I don't want to do this wrong.
This is going to be interesting.
This is going to be interesting.
I like blind tasting.
This is going to be so funny. Okay, cool.
So the whole kind of joy of blind tasting, and this is why that Milan Siang Dansong box that I talked about earlier, that flight box, is kind of interesting, is that blind tasting is one of the most, it's the greatest way to switch off the mind because you have no information, you have, very little information to go on. So it kind of, it's a good exercise in flow.
Okay.
So
Almost
for those
there.
of you who don't know what flow is, flow was created, the concept of flow was created by a Hungarian positive psychologist called Mihai Csikszentmihalyi.
That's such a funny name.
I know, and I remember it by saying cheeks sent me high. Cheeks sent me high. So Mihai Csikszentmihalyi said that in order to experience happiness, one of the things to really experience happiness is to have activities that focus you into the present, that challenge you, but challenge you in a skill that you are good at. So basically take your strengths, take what you're good at and challenge yourself at that strength. Because what you do then is it's an enjoyable challenge. It's something that puts you in the zone. It's not kind of this hassle or effort. So if you're good at drawing, draw. If you're good at I don't know, doing some sort of activity, pottery or anything that's flow related. Okay, so
I'm ready.
I've filled the gaps.
So I'm mixing the 2 teas together, right?
Mix the 2 teas together. This is totally random. I'm kind of a bit nervous because I have no idea if this is possible.
This is going to be such a strange mix.
Okay,
Here we go.
hit me with the strange mix. Okay.
Yeah, the cup almost fell, but it was fine.
Okay, there's a green tea in this.
I don't know if you guys could see the wheel and what was on the wheel, but hopefully you could.
Wow, this is a challenge. It tastes like there are 2 teas that are both relatively light. And so
I kind of want to taste
I'm not
it.
getting a big contrast here of flavors. Hold on. I'm tasting Long Jig. I'm tasting Imperial Green in this. Oh, I don't like this game. I don't like this game. This was a mistake. And
it's very hard.
it's super hard.
Yeah, it's super hard.
It's lovely, but it's not. It doesn't have a big contrast. I was expecting something that I could really discern 2 flavors that were very different. Can I have a taste again?
Yes, of course. Go for it. Now, the other thing that we can do is you could smell the wet leaves.
Hold on. Let me do a first guess.
Oh my gosh, this is so hard.
Okay, I'm gonna say Imperial Green. Oh, I hate the silence. And I'm gonna say something like Diamond Peak, something that's relatively light. Okay, so that was my first guess.
Sure.
Give me the pots.
What?
The wet leaves, yeah.
But it's like both in different guy one.
Yeah, so give me one.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, okay. Okay. Different. That's a puer, no?
I'm not allowed to say anything.
That's a puer. Other one?
Other one?
Okay. So it's a longjing and a puer. I'm getting a longjing and a puer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is a longjing, isn't it? Could be a sencha.
Oh my god.
Could be a sencha. But I'm kind of doubting myself. I don't want to question myself too much. I'm going to go for a longjing and... Let me smell this one again.
Which one?
The other one, the puer.
Yeah.
I'm going to go longjing and... Is that monocle?
This is so stressful. I would not like to be in your shoes right now because that outer white and black fruit bomb is so easy in comparison to this. Like,
I'm gonna go
tasting it.
It's a bit light smelling for the monocle. It might be pudding announcer. Damn. All right, I'm gonna go for
final answer. Do you want a final taste? Do you want a final sniff?
Man, this is hard. I'm gonna go for a longjing monocle. Let me smell the other one again.
Okay, here you go. That's your final smell. Then you've got to give your
this could be sencha though. I'm switching it. Sencha monocle. All right.
Are you 100% sure?
No, I'm not 100% sure.
Final answer.
Yeah, go on.
Shall I take off your blindfold?
Yes, go on.
Boom!
Bam!
That was
Yes!
shocking.
Yes!
Because I was like, yep, he's gonna go for Imperial Green, that's it. But like, whoa! Well done, because that's not easy.
Sencha, and that's monocle, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That, man, when I tasted your mix, I was like, I would never
But it was,
guess
I wouldn't have got it on the taste. It was the smell that did it.
Yeah, because it does taste nutty when you mix it together. It's very, like, yeah, it's like a nutty green tea. With
Now, oh, that's because I just tasted that one.
Yeah.
I was like, now I can taste it.
Yeah.
The sencha really dominates. Really dominates, yeah?
I was laughing at the beginning because I was thinking he's already high on caffeine and tea and goodness, and then I'm doing a sencha and a monocle boss.
That has made my night. Sencha monocle boss, I got it. Bam! So, new game. You guys can try that at home.
Film it for us.
Film
honestly.
it. We would love to see the, what do we call this? I don't know. Come up with a name. I'm like
double,
wasted right now. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I have to say the combination is not something that I would recommend. It's kind of like the sencha really kind of throws the monocle boss off.
Yeah.
It's not really something...
You can't really taste the monocle boss much, actually.
No. It's surprising, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very surprising. I thought the monocle boss would like cover up everything, but no, sencha.
Yeah, hashtag mixity. Okay, it's mixity.
Mixity.
Blind mixity. I don't know.
Mixity.
You know what? I can't call it Gavel's challenge. Yeah. Hashtag Gavel's challenge. Yeah.
He would love that.
I don't mind. Whatever you want to hashtag it, there will be something on our what's it called? Discord. You know,
True.
or if you guys write something, we'll figure it out.
Double trouble. Oh, I like that.
Double trouble. It's a fascinating way to do things because then you've got now nice tea. Let's brew up some tea.
Yeah.
You know, not that I'm not shaking already.
Alrighty.
Double dipper mixer fixer.
Oh my goodness. Are we doing
I'm
giveaways?
so glad I changed that at the last minute to censor.
Yeah, well done. I thought that was it. Can't believe we got them right. Like, that's mad.
Okay, so giveaways. Who wants to try this combination? It's not a combination that I would recommend. I would recommend you do these separately, but we will do 2 giveaways for tasters of Monocle Boss and our Kanaya Midori Sencha. And it was the saltiness that gave it away, because it's that sea air from Kagoshima. That sea air from Kagoshima just gives it a saltiness that the Longjing would not have. And that is why I was like, no, it's too salty for a Longjing. Definitely a good
Chapeau.
Merci. Okay, so, yeah, but I didn't get it from the taste.
Yeah. But how could you? Like,
no, we need to. No.
The perfectionist in you.
Next time I need to get it on the taste. Although it was kind of nerve-wracking to do that live, I have to say. Imagine that I had said Souchong liquor and frozen summit.
People would just be like, what? Like, what's your taste buds like? Oh man, yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not doing it. No way, I'm really stressed when someone does it to me.
How does Adam know that the lid is not all the way on the kettle? That you can't see the kettle?
Do you?
What? Is there another camera in this room?
Yeah. Can you see through
Merci,
space?
Alexandra. Merci. Okay, right. So we're gonna taste some of this, and then right, let's do the giveaway. So right, what you need to do is write double trouble. Double trouble is what you write. Double trouble, and we will spin the wheel, and we will. Next time, do it with your nose plugged. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, make it super hard.
That's called impossible. Look out of the window. Oh my god, you're freaking me out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Double trouble is what you write. Write double trouble, and we will give away Monocle Boss and a Kanaya Midori Sencha to 2 people. Go, spin the wheel.
Hey.
Double trouble.
Double trouble. I am everywhere.
Okay, Nasir James, Scott. I've lost you. Where did you go? Nasir James, Scott G. Oh no.
Oh no, careful.
It's gone. Okay, we're gonna have to say Nasir James and Scott G are the first 2.
Okay.
Jessica Ologism, JZA, Heart Dyed Purple, Miranda, and that's it. Okay.
Alright. Doing it. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heart Dyed Purple. Heart Dyed Purple.
Right.
And we're going to do one more because I've lost the chat. So double trouble. Write it in. Double trouble. While I hit myself with some Monocle Boss.
Should I turn it?
Spin it, baby. Spin it. Oh.
Whoa. Stop.
Jan Kai, Vegan Teahead, Michael Delgado, Brian Heath, Tun F1SH,
Fish.
Danny Tea Lover. Do it.
6.
Danny Tea Lover, write to us. Monocle Boss, Kanaya Midori Sencha on its way to you.
Oh my goodness.
I think we need a little bumbler. I think we all need a little bumbler moment. No?
I love bumbler moments.
Okay. For those of you who don't know the bumbler moment is kind of like Mihai's Csikszentmihalyi's Mihai's flow. It's all about focus on the present. Just listen to the sounds around you. Be a non-judgmental observer of everything and just zone out. Bumbler, 10 seconds.
Hang on, do my hair.
No, you've got to do 10 seconds with me.
Okay.
Ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Bumbler time. Back in the room. Okay, so I needed that. I was
my
like
eyes glazed over. Like,
So, for those of you who saw my Chinese New Year speech on Instagram Live, please let me know. I know Martin Bumbler didn't take away the Ching Hai feeling, but it just like took down the heart rate a little bit. For those of you who saw it live. Do you think I should post that video on our Mei Leaf channel?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's totally non-tea related. It's all about happiness in the mind. And I'm not sure if it really suits it or if I should just post it somewhere else. Because a lot of people have asked me, you know, to post it, but I don't think it really suits the Mei Leaf channel because it's got nothing to do with tea. I don't know. What do you think? It was basically, for those of you who don't know, it was about, you know, how the mind is your biggest enemy when it comes to your happiness. And it gives you the formula for happiness, which is H equals S plus C plus V. And it's a very interesting thing. We're not going to get into it now because, you know, it's a long discussion. But, you know, I just want to, I don't know what to do with that video. I did film it, so we'll see whether or not you guys... Yeah, we're thinking of making a second channel, a bit of a kind of Mei Leaf off-topic channel, but probably we're going to start with 3 viewers and his dog. You know what I mean? Which is kind of a bit like, oh, we're going to go back to 3 viewers, really? But you know, I don't know what you guys think. I'm still considering it, whether or not we're going to do it. Okay, we are on to our final part of the show. Are we? Is this a show?
Oh my god, I forgot that. We're drinking 3 puers now.
We're going to now hit 3 raw Gushu puers.
Dude.
Yes, you heard us correctly. We're going to hit 3 Gushu raw puers, and she has to work at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
I better sleep tonight somehow. Oh man, this is gonna be hard. All right.
But I wish we could keep drinking this.
Yeah, but those are pretty interesting.
All right, let's do it. So, do we want to clear this up?
Why am I saying this? I should say, yeah, let's stop here. Perfect. Be drunk enough. That's fine. No. 3
raw puers, but we've been trying to find some slightly aged puers.
Yeah, that's why it's pretty interesting.
So you guys post it like a note. How does that work? Tea is happiness. Just put it in a new playlist. Yeah, could do that.
That was so close.
We're thinking of doing a Chinese medicine one on the other channel. Yes, we could potentially do that. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, maybe we'll put it on another channel. Some people asked me afterwards if I've fallen out of love with you.
Oh no, why? Why would you say that?
Because in the video, I talk about the difference between compassionate love and passionate love. Oh no, companionate love and passionate love. Oh. Right? So passionate love is the drug that you get when you first fall in love with somebody, and like you get this rush of chemicals and the world feels like it's a different place and you're like walking on cloud 9 and everything feels different and everything is like just like everything is amazing, right? And you just and you know, it's a drug. It's this intense drug. And what I was talking about in the speech is that your body and your brain will become accustomed to the relationship and become accustomed to that drug. And so the passionate love will fade. And when I said that, everyone was like, oh no, you're not in love with Selena. It's not about that. What it is saying, so you get this spike of passionate love and you get this fade, and then you get the rising of companionate love. Companionate love being all about trust, all about companionship. And yes, their passion still stays there, but it's not going to be at the same level as at the beginning, right? It's just impossible. Oh, focus, son.
Focus, son.
So it's not possible that you're going to have the same level of passion throughout your entire relationship. And I was just saying that the people that tends to break up, when they wake up in the morning, they look across at their other half and they feel that passion has gone because, you know, it's just the world has kind of returned back to a normal state, right? That is the wrong time to break up. It's not necessarily saying that you should be together, but that's the wrong time to break up, and a lot of people make that mistake because they're getting this dump, they're getting this kind of like this drug kind of wearing off or kind of, you know, becoming less powerful. And then
leave them with this. I know which
and ones. Then the companionate love needs time to really build and grow, and that's what keeps you together, right? What am I talking about? How did I start getting into that?
Because someone said that you're falling out of love with me.
Okay, I'm not falling out of love. Okay, so what we have here, moving on to tea. I don't know, this is very bizarre, this Mei Leaf Sessions.
All right.
All right, we have here 3 Puerh samples. It would have been nice if these were warm. But anyway, too late.
Three
Puerh samples. This is a 2012 Puerh. Can you hold it?
So should I can take them out again.
Yeah, well, no, let's do it like this. 2012 Puerh, and this, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on. That's from 300-year-old tea trees from Manoa, 2012, 300-year-old tea trees. Next. This is a Ching Hai 2013 from 700-year-old tea trees. 2013, 700-year-old tea trees, Ching Hai. I love Ching Hai. And this one here is a 2010 Oolong from 300-year-old tea trees. 2010 Oolong from 300-year-old tea trees. Okay, let's go.
Focus, son.
Am I focused, son? I don't know if I'm focused.
I'm just saying it because I like saying it.
Right. Is everything okay? Are you all alright? I'm really I think this is the pinnacle of tea drunk that I've been on a Mei Leaf live session. As you can tell from the nonsense that's coming out of my mouth.
It's all that extra salad.
So our thinking here is we really wanted to try to find something that's in the region of 5 to 7 years old, because as I've said many times, that when you have a raw puerh, I advise you drinking it in the first 2 to 3 years and then leaving it to after 5 years old for you to explore it again, because the kind of year 3, 4 is kind of the in-between phase where it's neither here nor there. When you have 5 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, now it's starting to express itself. Now the difference between aged tea, puerh tea and young puerh tea is big. There's a big difference in flavor profile, there's a big difference in effect. One of the key things that you must realize is that bad leaves, or leaves that are poor quality when they're young, are not going to get better by aging them. And one of the things that we found is a lot of people that have 10-year-old, 15-year-old teas, in our opinion, some of it's not very good young. Let's just age it. We can put the price up and we'll try and sell it off then. And it's not very high quality tea. Hopefully this is. Let's get our noses into it. So we've got this. So this is a Manoa. Ooh, nice. Got some toffee notes. A little bit of that sweaty, salty skin.
Ooh.
Ooh, just after exercise, sweaty, salty skin. Nothing, nothing bad smelling, just kind of sweat. And got a little zest, a little tang. I would put that tang into kind of boiled sweet candies. That's the kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
That smells pretty good.
It smells good. Smells good.
It does smell a bit sour, like a sour fruit.
I don't really smell the age too much in it.
Yeah.
I don't smell that it's been aged. It's 2012, so it's coming up to 6 years old.
True. Let's smell this one.
You go for that one.
Oh, this is more incense smelling and mushrooms. But like in a, not in a horrible way. In a forest mushroom kind of way.
Oh, wow. This
smells like it's aged.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Yeah. That smells
fresh. Kind of like a young tea.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
Both smell nice though, man.
There's a... Is it like a burnt... You know what it smells of? It has an earthy note, but moving into a kind of wine, celery...
like when you go
oxidized wines, port.
Whoa.
That smells aged. That smells aged. It's got a very port kind of
like a barrel
oxidized wine. Yeah, it's got barrel, it's got cellar, it's got earth, it's got cavernous. It's definitely got an aged aroma. Next,
that smells good.
This is the Oolong 2010. So this is the oldest one. That one is the oldest in terms of tea tree, 700 years old around. We're going to have to talk to the producers about that, but 700-year-old around. So that is the oldest in terms of gushu. The others are 300s.
This smells a bit like paper.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Oh.
not so keen on that smell. It
Well,
smells like
I don't like that one.
newspaper.
No, that,
you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, like really like.
actually, more like a fresh magazine come out of the printer. You know, like that.
No, I don't think it's fresh. It feels like it's been sitting in water. It's like
okay, yeah.
soggy newspapers.
No, it's like soggy a cardboard box.
Soggy newspapers?
Well, one of those.
Cardboard box, yeah, it's... I don't have high hopes for that. Boudin, 2010, the oldest one. This might be a case of, if it's not good when it's young, it's not good when it's old. Okay, so here we go. Let's brew them up.
Yeah, not keen on that smell one.
I'll give the fishies.
Okay.
What's the name of this fish? I can't remember. Fish face was the only one I remember.
The one I remember. All right, let's start with the horrible smelling one. I mean, horrible. It's not. If you like paper, it's not so horrible. Where's that lid?
Okay, give it 15 seconds. Let's brew it quite strong. No, we'll do them separately.
Are you counting? Am I counting?
I'm not counting.
6, 7.
No, we're well over 6, 7. Now. Oh, you're going to go unfiltered. Good plan. Good plan. You love soggy newspapers, Brian. You love soggy newspapers, Kimberly.
You might love this. You might absolutely love this.
This might be your
cup of tea.
Oh, you didn't.
I did.
You did it.
I did.
Fish face for the win. Claire, obviously your name was the one that stuck. Fish face. I'm not sure if fish face likes being called fish face. Go for it.
Thank you.
It's kind of got a surprised expression on its face, doesn't it? It's like, oh, you gave me what? What tea did you give me? What? How long? What time is it? Oh, we've been going for 2 hours, 20 minutes. Okay, but we had the problem. Okay, so
true.
Fair enough. No, I'm not an acupuncturist. I am a director of a Chinese medical clinic. We have about 8 or 9, I can't remember, acupuncture doctors in Chinese medicine working alongside us. I have been around acupuncture my whole life. That's a whole other story and a whole other job, basically. Everyone thinks that I just do tea. I don't.
He runs around like a headless chicken.
I run around. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Let's do color differences. You hold one.
Okay.
You hold 2. I'll hold this one.
Okay.
Okay, so difference. Ching Hai is looking thick and voluptuous.
And darker. This one's looking a bit cloudy.
That looks looking a bit cloudy. This looks a bit clearer and a bit more kind of pale, but you know, it's got a good look to it. They all have a lot of texture, as you'd expect.
Wow,
Which one should we start with?
Is so cloudy.
Let's go along the line.
I'm not really keen on that. Okay. Well, you never know though. From
you never know.
Wet leaves, it might be.
Okay, so here we go. So this is Manoa 2012. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
As if we needed more tea. Not bad.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
Really tastes like a fresh Gushu young pu'er tea.
Yeah.
It's got really nice sweetness, even from the first taste.
Nice perfume coming through the nose. Bit dry. Waiting for the transformation. Still not happening.
But I like the sweetness of it.
Cam, Lucy is a beautiful, perfect angel. Will you give her my email?
Aww.
Hey, we will do the matchmaking if you so wish. What do we think of this tea? Let's get some flavour notes for these people.
Aww, that's so sweet.
I'm getting a tiny bit of dried fruit. It does have an aged taste. It's got a little bit of leather going on.
It has a little bit of like zesty lemon skin.
Yeah,
like
it's got that tang. I would keep going with that boiled fruit, boiled sweets, but it has. It's got some dried fruits, a little bit of dried prunes.
I just find that it's a bit fleeting, the taste, you know?
I was just about to say that.
It's on the tip, and then it just goes. But the sweetness stays, but it's just the flavour.
It's got good start, kind of a bit of a weak middle, and then the ending is sweet, but a little bit too dry and doesn't really let up the dryness.
That's true.
I quite like that sometimes, but you know.
I think it's a good tea. I just wish that the flavor stayed a bit longer.
Yeah. A little bit fleeting. Okay, moving on to the Ching Hai. Ching Hai.
I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, Ching Hai is a classic.
And it tastes
looks so thick and juicy.
Because this one tastes so
no,
yummy.
I'm not going to do that.
One.
I will spill everywhere. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. I have a habit of doing that, as you may have noticed. Please talk.
Then I forget things. Yeah, because this one smelled more aged and this one smelled lighter. Anyway, I'm repeating myself, so don't mind me. You can interrupt
So
me
you said it tastes more aged or smells more aged?
No, it smells more aged.
Yeah, it definitely smells more aged. Here we go. Oh.
I'm so glad that it tastes like this because sometimes, you smell a tea and it smells amazing and then you take a drink and it's just lost everything.
Wow.
This hasn't.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
It sounds so like Mark Wiens.
Yeah, I know. I was doing it intentionally.
Oh, wow. Another YouTuber, by the way. I'm sorry. Should mention these things. Very nice, sweet aftertaste. Kind of similar to this one, but there's that lingering... What is it?
Yeah. Stewed fruits. Prunes stewed in like port or wine.
And salty, like you were saying, that a kind of sweaty skin.
It's got a saltiness to it, and that accentuates the sweetness because it's like seasoning the sweetness in your mouth. And salt and sweet occupy the same. I think it's TRPV-M5 is the receptor. Might be wrong.
How do you remember that?
I don't know. I store information in a weird way.
That's amazing.
Number 5, I think, is the salt sweet, umami sweet, and therefore it really has a interesting seasoning effect. Really, really nice. I'm getting real sweetness. It is dry, but sweet, sweet, sweet.
Yeah.
Prunes stewed in wine. I'm getting a little bit of leather. I'm getting some incense notes.
That's delicious.
Sounds like a monocle boss. It's kind of like a monocle boss, but it tastes like an aged monocle boss, and it's got a lot more. It's got a bit more fruit than
monocle boss. Yeah.
A monocle boss.
True.
Okay.
Definitely more fruity. That's really yummy. That's really yummy.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Censored.
Should not say that. I was gonna put more water in this one.
Okay.
I completely forget that one.
Come on, we're gonna taste this now. This is the Oolong.
Actually, it doesn't smell so bad in my cup.
No, it smells quite nice, but that might be just because of the previous one.
Was bitter.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, in the taste, is not so bad. Like the paper has become a bit more like some papers, like some dried fruits in the paper bag. A little bit more like that, which is all right.
Yeah.
It's just really bitter on the tip.
Bitter tip.
You know? Oh, actually on the side?
I can't quite work this tea out.
I don't think I overbrewed it though.
No, it definitely still has that cardboard taste though. But it's a little bit more dried. You know those pressed fruit, those... I can't work it out, but it's not particularly nice. It's cardboardy. It's got a little bit of a kind of banana-y note to it. Like a little...
Banana-y?
Yeah, kind of fake banana taste going on. You know.
Yeah.
It's okay. Again, dry, not particularly special.
I think I got really put off by the smell actually.
Let's brew them again. Yeah. Let's always give your teas a few infusions.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
You know?
But currently, winner, chicken dinner is Ching Hai.
Definitely.
And then I would say second is the Manoa and third is the Boudin. Currently, that's what we're working with. These are all samples from different producers, different farmers, different producers. We're looking for another pu'er cake. We're looking for something that's a little bit aged, so you can start to age this much quicker. So if you bought it, you could potentially, you know, wait a year or two and you'll have 7 year, 8 year, something like that. But we want something that you can drink immediately and enjoy, and is something that's really a great tea by itself, obviously.
Obviously. Yeah.
How are you all doing out there? We are nearing the kind of finale. We're going to be doing a giveaway of these teas, so stick around for that. After we've had a couple of more infusions, and then we'll be signing off.
I love tasting pu'er next to each other like this, because it's so much easier to tease out the taste notes between each other. You know? That's
a nice tea. That's a nice tea, but it's still fleeting.
And it's just very fresh tasting.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a bit like, 2012.
Yeah.
2012?
Yeah. 2012, 300-year-old tea trees.
I love that taste of raw, fresh pu'er anyway. So, you know, it's fine with me.
Check that Ching Hai out.
That liquor is lush.
All right.
Hit me.
Ching Hai.
Shots. Cheers.
Cheers, one and all.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta buy this tea.
Oh my gosh. It changed. It changed a lot.
Yeah. In what way?
It has a very specific. Is it rhubarb?
It's got that zingy freshness, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's also got like the sweet, you know, like a sweet, but like those soft sweets, like more intense flavor sweet. But I can't work out which one.
It's what sweet, like candy sweet.
Yeah, like there's those egg ones.
Egg sweets.
No, they don't taste like eggs, but they look like a little egg and they're quite soft.
No, I don't know.
Oh, well, anyway. Yeah.
But I do know what you mean. It's kind of got an orange. I get orange starbursts. You know those.
It's similar to that kind of taste as.
It's got a bright grapefruit orange starburst kind of.
Totally.
Thing, but then it's got this incense and plums, prunes, and that port wine taste. So you can tell that this is in a kind of transition phase. It's kind of transitioning, but it's doing it really lovely. I mean, right now it's really nice because you're getting this balance where you're having this very bright, fresh fruits, and you're having this slightly more aged, sweet, pruny, slightly kind of incense, a little bit of leather going on.
That is
really,
delicious.
really nice. We are definitely going to see if we can pick this one up. This is definitely good.
Whoever wins those.
We'll obviously have to try all infusions up until 6 or 7 infusions. We're not going to do that live with you because we want to see how long it lasts. Because oftentimes, many times, we love a tea for 2 infusions. And are you brewing this extra long?
Oh, shizzles.
Oh, you brewed that one strong as well. What is this?
Oh, that's that one.
Oh.
But that's the thing with that one. It's just.
I don't like that one very much.
It's just, you know, quite.
I don't like that one much. Yes, we have a Facebook community, by the way. I can see that being right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Sozzy.
No, Boulang, no good. Definitely the Ching Hai is the winner. Man, 3rd infusion? Is that 3rd infusion?
Yeah.
Even better. I love this tea.
It's insane.
I love this tea. This is a good tea.
I feel like 3rd infusion has mixed the 1st and the 2nd infusion in together.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's quite cool, man.
Wow, and the texture's really good. It is a bit dry, but the dryness is nice because there's that salty sweetness which persists.
Yeah, it's like you're having a salted chocolate or salted caramel chocolate. You know, it's got
it's a lovely, lovely tea.
Yummy.
Look out for this tea. We are going to try and get this tea. We are definitely going to. I don't know the price because we do it blind, so we'll see what happens.
No. That's always the story.
It is a beauty of a tea. Beauty of a tea. And Ching Hai, man, I don't know why I've got a real soft spot for Ching Hai. I've had such a good times in Ching Hai.
Ching Hai. What other teas did we have from Ching Hai?
Young Gushu 2015 was a Ching Hai. Booyah.
Yeah, that's
Ching Hai love.
so good.
Love that. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh my gosh, the texture in my mouth, love it. It's pulling, it's got that juiciness. Yes, we are gonna try and get this tea. This is what I do when I find teas. I get a little bit Mr. Burns.
Yeah, man. Should we do a giveaway of this?
We should do a giveaway of this. Thank you.
All right, let's do this.
So we're gonna do all 3 as samples for 2 people. We've just got enough to do we have enough of this to taste again? We do, right?
Yes, we do.
All right, so we're gonna do 2 samples. 2 people, 3 samples, right?
Yeah.
What you need to do is type into the chat room Ching Mai, Jingmai, Ching Mai. Type in Ching Mai and you get a chance to win. And if you get this one, you are lucky people.
Lucky one.
All right, so spin that wheel. Ching Mai is what we're looking for. Ching Mai. Spin the wheel.
Oh, sorry.
Here we go.
There we go. Did I see Martin leaving? Oh no!
Okay, and we stop. Oops, stop.
Did you stop it?
Stop. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So we've got Cornell, Nakosans TV, Hristo Valchev, Nina Muller, Alexandra from Paris, and John B. Do it. Ooh,
6.
John B. John B.
John B. You got
John
it.
B. Send us a message. And for everyone who's won something, please be patient. We usually don't check these messages for another week or so. So we wait for everyone to write in and before we do it in one batch. So we will get them to you, I promise. All right, one more time. Ching Mai, spin the wheel.
Spinning the wheel.
Last one. Ching Mai, spin the wheel. And stop. Okay. We've got Jankal, Lone Storvik, Michael Delgado, Matthew Mitchell, S. Yoshikawa, and Lewis X. Hit it. 5. S. Yoshikawa, write to us. We will send you samples of all 3 and you can find your own favorite and see which one you like. Okay. Sweet. Guys.
Awesome.
Chat room going crazy still with loads of Ching Mai. I know the delay is crazy. That's a stunner though. That is a stunner. All right, any last questions from you guys? Any last questions? Now is your last chance to ask us any questions and then we are going to be signing off. Any last questions out there, people? Please do let us know.
Oh my goodness.
We still have 218 people watching us.
My goodness.
Booyah,
Thanks,
booyah,
guys.
booyah. It's been a long one, this one. So any last questions, guys? You're still writing Ching Mai. I know, Michael Delgado, you've been picked lots of times, but the dice unfortunately didn't pick you.
Maybe next
Anthony,
time.
you need to write through our YouTube, basically go to our YouTube channel and find messages and write us a message so we know it's you. But you know, or just send us an email. Any new ripe pu'er coming? We're looking. We haven't found anything as yet that we love, so we are looking. How expensive is the Ching Mai? We don't know. That's the simple answer. We taste blind, so we'll find out. If it's too expensive, we won't get it. But you know, hopefully. The next stream will be in May. The next live stream will be in May because we are going to be going to China. Can you grow good tea in the UK? I have not tasted any good tea growing in the UK. I think that some is growing somewhere up in Scotland. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. What chocolate do you like? Random question. At the moment, I'm really going for Peruvian chocolate. Right now, Peruvian chocolate, some Peruvian chocolate are really, really nice.
Was it 80?
Around 80, 75, 80%, something like that.
That's nice.
Are you planning to do a video about ball rolled oolongs? Yes, probably we'll be doing more videos about oolongs. Camellia flower, we've tried camellia flower tea, nothing really particular. Oh, we have Ching Mai honey.
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh.
When we were in Ching Mai, it was just like, we saw it on the side of the road and we bought it. Basically, the guys there are crazy. They have like the beehive and they literally take the honey straight from it. It's like, oh my God.
This is tea honey, guys. tea honey. Oh, I need to focus, son. Tea honey. It is really, really interesting. Slightly medicinal tasting. Kind of got eucalyptus notes in it. Got those kind of those really bright medical kind of medicinal notes, but very sweet as well.
Sweet.
Kind of citrusy as well. Really interesting. It's really delicious. Nice. So yes, that's another one. Maybe we'll do a video about that at some point. All right. Anything else? Anything else? You like Peruvian too, that's good. I'm glad that we share tastes. Canadian tea, no, not tried Canadian tea, Mark. Haven't tried it. Any good? Let us know. What tea does the best grandpa style? I like green teas. I have to say, I'm not a big black tea grandpa style person.
Yeah.
I like green teas. I love hokwe. I love those lighter teas. I love yellow teas, those kinds of teas. Why is our cat called Mishkin? I don't know.
I mean, he has some Russian heritage from his mix.
I think so, yeah.
From what they said,
from what
we bought it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so we wanted to go for something kind of Russian-y.
Yeah.
And Mishkin sounded cute.
Yeah.
There's not much.
And a bit cheeky, so it suits him.
He is very cheeky.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Will you make Focus Sun t-shirts?
I would love a Focus Sun t-shirt.
Focus Sun.
Yeah, man.
That's straight from Custom Grow. That's not us. It's
but
just we can't.
It's such a.
We can't help ourselves.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think that wraps it up for us. We are definitely on the limit. She needs to go to bed at some point because she needs to be up at 7:30 in the morning.
I don't know how that's going to happen because I'm super hyped right now.
Interesting. It's going to be an interesting night. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you. Sorry about the technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry.
I hope that it didn't detract from your experience, and you know we will try our best. Oh, it's gone.
What? No.
Hello. Oof. Are we there?
No,
Are we still here? Man, YouTube is doing some funky stuff. We will definitely try and figure out what is going on. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
It was an absolute pleasure to spend our Saturday night with you. We're going to keep drinking through. We've got so much tea to keep sipping on, and we've got an entire bowl of salad to eat.
Oh yeah.
And
although tonight I don't think it'd be a good idea to keep going.
Take care, guys, and we will see you at the next live.
Cheers.